Warning! I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to vocals. I am just trying to figure this out like everybody else who's probably watching this. I know how to do some weird screaming stuff. I don't know if it's fry. I don't know if it's something in my throat. I'm just telling people what I know about my voice, and hopefully this can be educational. Maybe you can educate me. Okay, on to the video. Hey guys, Casey Does Vox here, and I haven't done one of these soapbox videos in a long time, but I thought it would be time to do so, to talk about something. Some people have asked me about my technique, what I do, why I sound a certain way, why I sound different than others. So I just kind of wanted to shed some light a little bit more on where I'm at. So what I have figured out is my technique's a bit different. I think my technique is wrong, or would be considered bad. But the thing is I can maintain it. I don't lose my voice. As long as I don't go bonkers, crazy, over the top. Like, if any singer does, you can lose your voice by the end of a night if you trash it, if you don't reserve vocal capital as much as possible. So I wanted to talk about specifically Static X. So I've watched a lot of Static X videos, and Wayne seems to have a fry technique. He has a specific fry that is really robotic, really stiff, and he's got this weird, there's this weird bouncing in his voice, and it's different than a lot of others. So people have asked me about my Wayne Static covers that I do, and I have a video here. I haven't published yet. I haven't put it up there because I just got done covering The Architects and In Flames Dead End and Soilworks, Spectrum of Eternity, songs that I consider way more freaking difficult than Whence Constant Death Trip. But not to say that this song isn't hard. It's got its own little quirks to it. But again, I've always found my safe space is Wayne Static, so I don't consider this the hardest stuff for me to do. But yeah, so let's just talk about how he sounds in some of this. And I'll just kind of talk about the stuff that I try to emulate here. So if I were to do it right now, and you guys got clear audio, so no raw or no kind of post-production, no good mixing, right? So I would sound like, take this, break the bob and make this, get up on it, oh yeah, you can have me anyway. So it's not a standard fry that I'm using. It's something more in my throat that I do using chest compression, where, fry, you can typically go, and go into like, you could use your singing. See, I have problems with my fry technique. I've always had problems with it. I can't easily flip from singing to screaming. You notice in any of my covers, if I'm singing, I will have a hard switch over to screaming. It's because I just don't do the fry technique right. And I've never been able to do a seamless float into it how some really good vocalists can do. I have something going on in my throat. And I've been told, in the research I've done, and I'm sure you've done, if you either do fry or false chord, and anything else is bad technique. The thing is how do you regulate what is bad technique? Well, essentially bad technique for me is not being able to reproduce your stuff every night, every day. And you guys see how many covers I pump out. It's fine for me. I can do it a lot. So specifically with Wayne, motion! Can you feel the motion? You can see right through me. Reconnect to a part of me! So I'm doing like something more in my throat and using my nose to get some of that, the key, the pitch in it. Love me! Get up on this this way goes in the drip. Get up on this way goes in the drip. So I even have a little bit of a straining going on in my voice. And the thing is it doesn't affect me. I can keep doing it over and over again. And I think that's actually, I think Wayne is doing a little bit of something similar. He's got a fry, but there's also something else going on in his throat. Same thing with Chad from Mudvayne. There's some throat stuff that they're leveraging it to get it wet and nasty. So yeah, probably the harder parts on this song is the higher stuff. Get up on this way, go to the drip. Get up on it. Get up on this way, go to the drip. Take me. Bring them out and make me. Get up on it, oh yeah. You're gonna have me any way. Motion. Can you feel the motion? You can see right through me. So I'm essentially doing like a bit of a fry, a bit of chest compression, a little bit of false chord, and more of it is right here. So like almost like zombie sounds, right? Like yeah. I always told people it's like I'm taking a shit. Like no. Yeah. It's just something that's all in the throat. So I haven't done one of these soapbox videos in a while. I've been asked about my Wayne stuff. So specifically Wayne, it's not just in the technique. You've also got to get the robot. So I've always been pretty good at parroting how certain metal vocalists like enunciate. There's really weird enunciations you have to do, really weird staccato kind of flows, weird stop and goes, right? So another like Static X, and you gotta like get these certain dialects right, like Fix, the old song Fix from When's Constant Death Trip. So it would be like, tune it in, chill out, drop dead, I need a fix, tune it in, chill out, drop dead, I need a fix, tune it in, chill out, drop dead. So you would need to sound like if I was just some like another metal vocalist, I'd be like, tune it in, chill out, drop dead, I need a fix, tune it in, chill out, drop dead, right? But you have to have this kind of robot feel, like tune it in, chill out, drop dead, I need a fix, tune it in, chill out, drop dead, I need a fix, tune it in, chill out, drop dead, I need a fix, tune it in, chill out, drop dead, right? So a lot of it's about enunciation. For like Chad from Mudvayne, he's all over the place. So yeah, I don't have it pulled up, and I'm in my mother's guest house. My Internal Primates Forever, which is one of my favorite videos that I've done, my favorite vocal covers, he's all over the place. So like if I were to do that right here, it'd be like, you can just hear where I'm all over the place using different technique. Provisions! A little bit of nose. Feed my addictions! And he's always got this strain in his voice. Mistakes I made then, I opened up the holes and they crawled in. Now when it's time for the feed, they won't let me forget. Right, so you gotta have this, a lot of nose. Chad uses a shitload of nose. Stay away! Stay away! A lot of nose. A lot of pitchy nose stuff. But yeah, so this is just Casey Soapbox. Just wanted to rant and rave and talk a little bit about my voice and how I do what I do. People ask all the time. Truth is, I don't fucking know. It's just something I do. Something I can maintain and just do every freaking night. Somehow it sometimes sounds like Anders from In Flames, sounds like Wayne Static, sounds like Chad from Mudvayne. If you got any thoughts on this, because I'm not a vocal coach, if you have any thoughts and you know about vocals, even if you not professional like me, and you can just talk about it and can commiserate about your technique and maybe know what the fuck I'm doing, I'd like to know more about it. Maybe I should get in more formally with a vocal coach. So anyway, if you've stayed this long to watch a 9-minute and 51-second frickin' video, congrats. You kick ass. Casey, out.